Hello world, welcome to my second tutorial of solving problems with programming. This tutorial is about the second code called fun with numbers, as you can see in this page. Uh, and I just want to display a quick error or a quick error that I had to face in doing this program. So I had to do this fun with numbers. I have to ask the user for two integer values, then use two values to calculate and show the following: and the sum of two numbers, the difference of the two numbers, the product of the two numbers, the integer base division of the two numbers, so no decimal point, first divide by second, and the remainder of integer division of the numbers. So I have my code here in Atom, and this is all my code. It at first includes the library to call all the functions or inputs and outputs of data in language C++. This is the mastery topic number one. That is the comments, and this is the call IOStream for input and output. And this command is using namespace std. In C++, we need a command that everyone goes with the instructions of input and outputs of data that is called std. But with this command helps writing this std out of the main because the machine factorizes them. So we have the beginning of the program. To do this program, we have to know, we have to read the book and about the language of C++, and we have to declare variables. In this case, for the fun with numbers, we have to declare uh, variables that is related to numbers or numeric variables. So in my code, I declare three types of decimal variables that is called A, B, C, because you can, well, with my program, you can do the math things, well, the sum and the difference, not just only with whole numbers, but also with decimal numbers. So uh, that's why I just declare these three as float. Then in this part, by doing this program, at first with this with the first task of the assignment, you can do it. You can do it with whole variable number. But in the part of the division as shown this, you have to, well, you have to be with whole numbers, not just like the float that I declared at first. So I have three decimal variables for whole variables. So this is well, after declared those, I put a message to ask the user to give me a first number. So this is the command. Uh, and this is the one of mastery's topic, I think, that is printing mastery topic 4. This is command of data in form of text. This is another mastery that is input of data. This is scene. We didn't see this in the last tutorial. So this command scene allows enter data for inputs. In this case, it enters the value of variable a. Then for the for imprinting the last part as the integer, of the division, I have well, in my case, I had to give like a flag declaring my variable g and equal to the number a. So if I enter this value in the terminal, it will this variable will take that value from and save it in this variable, so I can doing the variable of g anytime I want for another thing that in the code I will explain. So after that I ask for another number, and then like the previous one, and also I put the command scene that is called for enter of inputs, and this call is the second number, and I save it in B. And also for the part of the division, I make another like flag that it saves, and giving the value of declared decimal variable B to the declared whole variable E. It converts one kind of, and this also converts one third of decimal numeric value to a whole variable. And I think is what I need for. So after that, I make the operation that is the other variable C that I declared, the float C, so it will be a decimal result. So this is a matter of operation between A and B, and it stands for adding those values and save it in the float variable C. And after that, I put a text, and also I put it in non-text in just the values of A, B, and C. So it can be the whole the variable itself, not just improving the text C or A or B. So it prints all the information of the variable. So this is a command out of data in form of text, and this text will show the authentic output of the value entered of A, B, and C in the terminal interface. So this covers the mastery topic 4. And this is a math operation between A and B, and stands for take the difference between those values and save it in the float variable C. So after that we skip from the add, from the sum to the difference, and this is the same procedure. So it appears with this. I will upload my code in GitHub uh, to show you that it's the same algorithm, just add big text. And I just want to tell about this one. Well, maybe an escape. The difference of two numbers you put, A minus B equals to C, and imprint the value to the terminal. After that, and I forget mention one thing, that at first we have A plus B and save it in C. After that, after imprinted, I give the variable C another new value that it stands for give the now give change the sum to the rest. Or now instead of adding, you can you make the difference between them, and then the product, and also the division. Well, in the case of the division, is another variable, but for the product, yes. So this makes the product a times b, and saves it in the and it refresh the value to the variable c, and I imprint it. And what else? And that's all. That is the same procedure as the add, as the difference, and as the product. And then we have after that, after the product process, I do another mathematical procedure, that is a divided by b. This is a math operation between a and b, and it stands for take the division between those values and save it in a whole variable d, and I imprinted them. So the first thing that I have to know, that in the division we have to show no decimal point. So that's why at first I told that I told you that at first I declared the variable d as a whole number, as an inter, as a whole number. So it will not read a decimal value, because it's declared to a whole function. So it saves to this, and when I print it, it will imprint the value of this division, that is a divided by b is decimal, is a decimal result that uh, that saves the d, but that it saves the d, and d is a whole function, and just it will show uh, the whole number without any decimal or significant figures. So after next we have to make the reminder. So after that, after showing just the integer base division of the two numbers, in this text, well, in this text we show that is output in a form of text, and this is the and this is the variable numeric that it will show up in the terminal. So after that, we have this process that is called G percentage A, and this is a math operation between G and E, and it stands for take the remainder or integer division of the two numbers between those values and save it in a whole variable f. So this part will be for no float variables, but with uh, no variable, but with whole numbers. So after that we have another text to say that this kind of value will be the reminder to show them the user that this is the reminder, and we will come out in that as a form of text, and the value of the variable. In this text, we show the authentic output of the value entered of f in the terminal interface, master topic 4. So and this command allows label the final or the function bit on the function main, the return 0. So if anyone doesn't know what it stands for, this is what it stands for. And the error I have to talk about is, like, I was making this part of the interior of the division, and when I talk about the in the terminal, it didn't show the reminder. It will show another variable that I forgot that it was G. So it was grown when I run it, and this was a semantic problem. So I resolved it with with the help of my teacher, and I realized that it was F that I want to put, because I put F to do this kind of integer operation. So I will run it to show you that it works. I open Ubuntu, so that is I have to tell them that where is my file. So cd space slash mnt as mount slash c slash users with my capital letters at first slash faco, that is my number of user, slash downloads. I have said it in downloads. I put enter. There you go. We have the command. So I will compile it. I will transform this whole of code into one and zeros. So instead of for example, and I want to mention that when I compile it, the commands will not the terminal will not care for them. So we put, well, that was a mastery topic one. I put G++. I have the name of the file that I have in this code is wsq1.cpp. I compile it, I press enter, it compiled it, so I will run it. And for runner it was point slash a point out. I put enter. So give me one first number. This message in front of text. That's what I put in say out. So it gives me the sense that I asked the user to enter our first number. So I will put like 3. Give me a second number. So 2. So there you go. We have the sum of the numbers you put is the first one, the 3, and the second one 2. And 3 plus 2 equals to 5. And then the difference of the two numbers you put, the first one I put, the 3 minus the second one I put is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. And the product of the numbers you put, 3 times 2 equals 6. And the integer base division of the two numbers, so no decimal point, it will be 1. Well, it will be 1.5. I guess, yes. It will be 1.5, but the teacher said to me, okay, you have to have the integer base division of the two numbers, so no decimal point. It will be just 1. And the remainder, it will be 2 times 1, 2. And in order to get 3, we have to have a remainder of 1. So I think this is it. Thanks for watching. Well, see you next time. See you next time.